Hey, what's going on, business minds? I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. Hold on one second. Hmm. Okay, that's much better. I'm sorry about that. It's always some type of technical difficulty going on from time to time. But if you can hear me okay, please drop me a comment and let me know that you can hear me fine, you can see me fine, so we can go ahead and get started. Get excited, get ready, because today we are going to be talking about creating and designing Google friendly sites, pages, and content. Okay. All right. So this is the question that I get from a lot of business minds asking, how do they rank on Google? I know a lot of times, I don't know if you may have received phone calls or emails before from different companies telling you that if you pay them this amount of money, they can help you rank in the higher areas and things like that. So we're going to break down the things that you need to implement on your sites and pages and with your content, even with your videos on YouTube, in order for you to rank better. All right. All right. So let me make sure you let me know if you can hear me okay in the comments, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, if you have never been inside of one of my live streams or my trainings before, my name is Courtney Woods. I go by the name Tech Queen 88 in the digital world, and I absolutely love what I do. I spend my time helping my small business owners, business minds, online mega earners, corporations, nonprofits, and foundations make their brands pop, stand out, and get noticed online, which is exactly why I'm here again today. Okay. Again, today's topic is Google friendly sites, pages, and content. This is day number 2 of the Design Online Challenge. So, yeah, we're going to jump right into it. I hope that if you've never been in one of my live streams before, again, I normally always try to share my screen with y'all, and I'm going to be doing that today as well. And before we jump right into setting up your Google friendly sites, pages, and content, okay, before we get into going in and structuring your content, your videos, your images, and your pages on your website to be Google friendly, we do have to talk about the different platforms that are out there, okay? Okay, because I know yesterday during day one, I did have a lot of twos. I asked you all to put a one in the comment if you already had your platform set up, and I asked you to put a number two in the comments if you're just getting started or you don't know where to start, you don't have your platform or any of that together. So I'm gonna go over a couple of different platforms because it's important depending on what it is that you're offering, your products, your services, what your goal is, if you're doing like an aggressive marketing campaign or you just need a your website, like your corporate office online. Okay, so it depends on what your goal is and what your business offers. Okay, and that's how you're gonna decide what platform to use. Okay, because we know it's several different platforms out here. You got WordPress, you got ClickFunnels and lead pages and things that are great for landing pages. You got Wix. You also got Squarespace. I even know some people that use Weebly and GoDaddy and Vistaprint and all of these different platforms. So we need to know which one is best for you. So first and foremost, if you have an e-commerce store, okay, if you're doing e-commerce, then I would suggest using Shopify. because that is what Shopify was created for. Okay. A lot of different platforms really specialize in different things. So we want to keep that in mind when we're looking for a platform. That's what Shopify specializes in. It's really good with having on the back end where you can see which customer purchased what and the shipping and things like that. Now, WordPress has a plugin called WooCommerce that does this as well. I've had quite a few clients that sell digital products. Okay, digital products are products like ebooks or like a video training or something like that, courses and things like that that are consumed online. Okay, they're not physical products and services. So a lot of my clients that have, I actually have a couple of clients that's had issues with WooCommerce not delivering the digital products for them. And so basically with WordPress, if you're not a tech savvy person and you really don't want to dabble a little bit in code or anything like that, I wouldn't suggest WordPress just for the simple fact that you're going to have to keep your site updated and maintained. It might be a time where you go to your website and everything is completely gone, completely disappeared. And if you don't know what to look for and how to go to your hosting provider and look into your plugin folder and know which one to disable to get your site back, then you might run into that issue. Okay. All right. And then WordPress, it mainly has a bunch of different plugins. So you will have the WooCommerce plugin for your online store. You might have other plugins for different options that you have available on your site. And each one of those plugins that you add to your site are run by a different company. So if you're not that tech savvy, even if you are tech savvy, sometimes we need to get in touch with customer support, right? So if you need to get in touch with customer support, you got one customer support option through your hosting platform. But if you're using a plugin that they didn't create, then you're going to have to find that plugin customer support option. Okay. And all of them have a variety of different levels of support. So if that's something that you feel like you're not able to keep up with, then I wouldn't suggest that you start off in the area if you're just getting started, unless you're trying to become a graphic designer or an expert website builder and you want to be familiar with all of the other platforms. If you're just trying to put something together because you have your business and you're trying to get online and you want something that's simplified and easy to use, then I would suggest looking at other platforms. Another one that's out there that's really popular is Squarespace. Okay. I have designed on Squarespace before. The only thing with Squarespace is that, let's just say, if you have an option on your site for people to be able to book you, you're going to need to use an outside platform like Acuity Scheduling or Calendly or something like that and keep up with your bookings that people book in that on that platform. Okay. All right, which a lot of people do. It is not that bad, but if you're looking for something more all in one, I would suggest for your website, which is your website, think of your website as your corporate office online. I would suggest Wix just for the simple fact, well, me as a graphic designer, one thing I like about it is that it's more drag and drop, so I can get stuff to go exactly where I want it to go easier and it's less time consuming for me. Another thing is with Wix is that you'll have to make sure that everything is structured right on the mobile side in addition to the desktop side, because more than 80%, well over more than 80% of the people that come to your website are going to be coming. Thank you for coming in, Kay Jackson, and speaking. Hello. That's somebody in our Design Online group. If you haven't joined the Design Online Challenge officially, then you're definitely missing out. Make sure that you text the number at the bottom of the screen. You're gonna text 79, I can hardly see, 77948. Okay, you're gonna text DIY 365 to 77948 so that you can sign up and you can get the same resources and tools that everybody in our group is getting, and the things that I email out to you to help you design your business online. Okay. All right. So moving right along. Now with Squarespace, when if you have a store set up on Squarespace, when people purchase from you, they do have a list on the back end of your site where you can go in and see like all of your customers when they purchase, grab their email address and stuff like that. But if you want to send them like a direct message or email or something, you'll have to go to your email platform, whether you use Gmail or something else, and you'll have to send it that way. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Squarespace, I know that they integrate with MailChimp, and I'm not sure if they integrate well with other email marketing platforms. Okay. So basically, with Wix, they have it to where it's more of an all in one customer relationship management system. Okay. So CRM stands for customer relationship management. All right. So if you're looking for something that's more all in one, I would suggest going with Wix. Either way, this is for your website now. We're going to get into landing pages in just a second. But either way, when you go with Wix, you're still, no matter if you go with Wix or whatever platform you go with, you're still gonna need an email marketing provider if you plan on doing like aggressive marketing campaigns. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you all a site real quick. If you've never been inside of my live stream or you've never been inside of one of my trainings before, I always try to share my screen with you all so that you can get a good visual of what we're going over. So let me pull up, let's see, I'm going to pull up Monica's site. Let's look at Monica. Okay, so this particular website right here was designed for one of my clients that is an author of children's books. Okay, so she created this book about children making healthy eating decisions. And as you can see in the little video that's playing, it has different characters and all of them stand for a different thing. So we wanted to make the site fun, bright, kid friendly. She wanted to make sure this video was on the home page. So we did all of that. And then right here, right up under the video at the top of the page, we have it to where they can go and purchase the digital book. They can also get the paperback book, which is one that would be actually shipped to them. Okay, now the digital book, when they purchase that, they'll get an email with a link for them to view it. All right. So no matter what type of industry that you're in, no matter what type of product or service that you have, digital products are a really good way to get some better conversion rates on your sites and pages. Okay, because a lot of times you'll have people that will get this option because they don't mind. Like some people don't mind having it in a digital format. All right. So that's that. And then we also have the activity bundle page. I'm going to go over that in a minute when we start talking about landing pages. But also, if we continue to scroll down, we have this section that kind of just breaks down some of the benefits. Okay. So some of the benefits of purchasing the services and the products and the books and stuff that she has available is that it's supposed to be healthy and fun for children. Okay, for kids of all ages. So in this section, we list some of the benefits, and no matter what industry you're in, if you think about your unique brand while I'm showing you her particular site or page, then it's really going to help you to start thinking about how you want to structure stuff on yours. Okay. All right, so right here in the benefits section, the first benefit over here just says unlock the gateway to good health for your kids. All right, and that's talking to the parent because we realize that a lot of times parents will be the ones shopping for their kids. All right, so the second benefit on here simply just says discover healthy and fun options. And then the third option, fun ways to implement healthy behaviors. Okay. All right, so if we continue to scroll down, this option right here is going to take people to the lead magnet. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and click here because just in case, I noticed we had some beginners yesterday. So just in case you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's basically a free or low cost offer, okay, that people are going to exchange for their email address or their phone number or whatever information you're requiring of them. Okay, so I know like a lot of times, especially I know it's changing a lot now, but I know a lot of times in the past, like when you would go to different websites, they might have an option on there for you to sign up with their email list, but that's not really anything that's super appealing. So instead of asking people to sign up on our email list, we're offering them a free lead magnet in exchange. Okay, so her lead magnet is a list of 15 dirty ingredients. All right. And basically, it's just encouraging children to check their labels for these 15 ingredients that are not good for them. And it's giving them, it has like different bright and fun images in there that will be appealing for kids, and also a digital grocery list on like the last page. So if they're going to the grocery store with their parents, they can have that digital list on there that they can type from their phone or their tablet. Okay. All right. So down here at the bottom is where they would submit their first name and their email address. And then once that's done, they'll get an email telling them that they'll get an email with this list of dirty ingredients. Okay. Now, I know, let me go back to the home page. Now, we know that this particular brand that we're going over today, it is focused on healthy, fun options for children. Okay. So since it's focused on that, the lead magnet page that we were just on is related to that. Okay, so the 15 dirty ingredients list is related to what her overall brand is. Okay, same thing, no matter what type of industry you're in or what type of company that you have, you want to make sure that when you're setting up your lead magnets and your digital products, that they're related. Okay, we talked about brand identity yesterday, so we want to make sure that all of this stuff is related to what we offer down in our core. Okay, all right. So, also in this section, we have a link for them to go to the Healthy and Fun shop. And that's basically just her online store, and it has all of her products and services in there. This site was actually designed inside of Wix, and I use Wix for my particular company, Professional Creations Technology and Design Group, but I use another platform for the Tech Queen side of my business, and I'm going to tell you why and give you some different examples as soon as we finish doing her website tour. Okay. So down here in this section, we have reviews. So the reviews are basically testimonials, people that have read the book or people that have worked with her in the past and have positive experiences. If you have reviews from people that are on social media, you can easily take a screenshot and share those with people or add those to your sites or pages. I like to, I guess, because I'm a graphic designer, I like to have like an image next to the text. So we don't have any images of actual people. You can though. You can have like an image of the person who gave the testimonial right here. But since this is like a fun and bright children's website, we just put like fun and bright images that children would like. Okay. So that's what we have here next to each of the reviews. Okay. All right. So these are really good to add on your sites and pages just for the simple fact that a lot of times the closer that the visitors that land on your pages, the closer that they get to purchasing something from you, the more anxiety and doubt that they're going to have. Okay. Okay. Because they're about to pull out their wallet. So if you're just assuring them, look at these people just like you that purchased this product that you're here to view, and look at the results that they got, or look at the reviews that they wanted to leave. Okay. The positive experiences that they had. And it really does help. Okay. So down here at the bottom, we have the best-selling author section. We have a paragraph about her. And then we have an option for people to book her to come and speak and read. So if it was a school, an elementary school, or somewhere that wanted her to come read the book to the kids, then they can come here to book her. And when people click this button, it takes them to a form to fill out, asking specific questions so that she can get back with them and let them know if she's available on that date, see what their budget is, and all of that good stuff. Okay, and then down here we have the nutritional coaching. And this is actually going to take people to book that service on her site. So they'll actually, when they click this button, they'll be taken directly to the calendar for them to select a date and time to have this coaching session. And they'll also pay after they select the date and time. And see, with Wix, it's going to alert her and remind her, and also the other party, about the date and time that was selected. Okay. And it's also an option down here for people to choose that want to learn how to write kids' books. So since this is something that she's been successful at doing, then she's definitely qualified to tell other people how to do it. All right. So that's another option that we have on this page. So back to what I was saying before. We just went over WordPress, we just went over Squarespace, we just went over Wix, and I'm going to tell you a couple of options that you have. Now, if you have a more aggressive marketing campaign, I would definitely suggest you use a software that was made for landing pages. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, because if you're running ads to particular pages on your website, you want to make sure that it's structured for best results. Okay, because we want our conversion rate to be a high percent, because our conversion rate is the percentage of people that land on our sites and pages and actually take the actions that we want them to take. Okay, all right. Say, for example, it's a lot of different platforms that specialize in landing pages. Like, I don't know if you heard of ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, ConvertTree. So depending on what platform that you choose, depending on if you have a website or a landing page, that's how you're going to decide what platform that you would choose. Okay. All right. So if we think of it like this, now, Chick-fil-A, they specialize in chicken sandwiches, chicken nuggets, and chicken fingers. Okay, they'll put some chicken on your salad. They got chicken soup, and that's about it. Okay, because they do that one thing excellent. All right. Now, it don't sit right in my spirit to get ribs from McDonald's and tacos from Burger King. Okay, it just doesn't. So instead of this is the same thing with these different platforms. Okay, a lot of times when a particular platform is really, really, really good with, let's say, for instance, email marketing. Let's use MailChimp for existence. For example, a lot of platforms that maybe are really good with email marketing, they try to add on landing pages and it's not the same. It's not as effective as if you were to go to use a platform that was built for that. Okay? I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. Let me look at the comment. So to confirm, Wix is not specialized in landing pages. You can't do landing pages at all. They don't specialize in landing pages, but you can set one up on there. Um, it just depends on how aggressive your marketing campaign is. For example, I'm going to show you all one in just a minute that was created with Wix. Okay. Thank you for asking, Kay. So do you actually are you using Wix or what platform? Let me know what platform you're using so I can answer your question better in just a second. I'm going to go back to that website in a minute. Okay. So, landing pages versus websites. Okay. You think of your website as your corporate office online. I just showed y'all Monica's site, and it has ways for people to book her, has ways for people to go to her Healthy Fun shop and purchase from there, has ways for people to check out the activity workbook that she has available, has ways for people to book her for speaking and reading engagements, has ways for people to book her for coaching sessions, whether it be for nutritional coaching or for how to write a children's book coaching, all of that stuff in one place. Okay. Corporate office online. Everything that you offer is right here. Okay. Also, we'll probably have the contact information, how you can find out more information about the company or the author or whatever. But let's think of a landing page. It helps to zero the visitors in on one particular focus. For example, I give you an example. When people contact me and ask me like what type of what how much do I charge for a particular service, or when they ask me about particular things that I offer and tell me that they need some help with something, um the first, I don't write back and try to answer their question or figure out any of that stuff. The first thing that I do is I send them my link for them to go and book me for a phone consultation. And I tell them, here's the link to book a call with me so that we can chat about what you need. Okay. And that helps save time on both ends because now they have the link, they can go book it. Once they book it, they're automatically on my calendar. I'm going to automatically get a reminder. I already have their number and it asks a couple of questions, so I kind of already got an idea of what they need. So when that date and time comes up for me to contact them, it'll just make things a lot easier. Okay. So with your products and services, the landing pages, just like we talked about with the booking page, I don't send them to the home page of my site. Okay, even though from the home page of my site they can go and book a phone consultation, but they can also do so many other things. It's a digital shop on there. It's different services and monthly membership plans and all kind of stuff that we offer on that page as well. So I'm sending them straight to the link that I want them to go to. Okay. And that's just an example on the booking side. But for your actual products and services, especially if you're running ads, especially if you have an aggressive marketing campaign, you want to be sending your traffic to a landing page. Okay. And I'm going to show you another page on Monica's site that is going to I'm yet to decide on a platform. Okay. Um, okay, you're yet to decide on the platform. Well, I hope that what I'm talking about today helps you. But I'm gonna share my screen with you all one more time. Okay. So we're back on Monica's homepage of her website. So here, let's just say, for instance, if she was running an ad campaign, she would want to send people, let's say if she was building awareness, she would want to send people to a page like this versus the home page of her site. Because on this page, besides it being a menu up here at the top, because we can actually remove that too, to be honest with you, because that's a distraction as well. But we would want to send people straight to this page, because when they get here, the only option that they have is to submit their information. So either they're going to do it or they're not. This is the page where her lead magnet, her free offer is. And if we go back after they put their email address in that box, it's actually going to take them to this page that has the bundle deal on it. So on that other page we were just on, where we were talking about the lead magnet, they'll put their information in the box and they'll submit it. And then two things are going to happen. Number one, they're going to get an email with the list, the 15 dirty ingredients list. And then number two, they're going to be redirected to this page. They're also going to be added to her email list as well, so she can continue to email them. But they're going to be redirected to this page. And on this page, we have it set where they get this bundle. Okay. So they put in their contact information on the first page for the free lead magnet. All right. It's just a list of 15 ingredients. It didn't take a whole lot of preparation time. Okay. And every single time someone submits their information, she doesn't have to physically do anything. Okay. Because it's a digital checklist. They'll get it in their email. So with the bundle, they're going to get an activity workbook, and they're also going to get an instructional video that's going to walk them through the activity workbook page by page. And they're also going to get a copy of the digital book. Okay. All right. So that's what they're going to get inside of the bundle. And then in this section right here, we just have it just says for kids and young adults seeking good, healthy fun. And then we have a couple of pictures of the characters and graphics straight out of the book, and also some kids and fruit on here. Now, yesterday I talked to you all a little bit about mixing real images with different elements and graphics. So this is just another example of that, how it really helps to grab attention and invoke emotion on your sites and pages. Okay. All right. Because it's so many companies and brands that are online. You really want to make yours stand out. So that's one way that you can really help to grab the attention of the people that land on your sites and pages. Okay. And then this section, it does the same thing again. We got the cartoon characters and we got real images on here. All right. So on this section, it's just targeting mainly the parents. Right here we see, so tell me if this sounds about right. And then as a parent, you need to discover healthier options and unlock the gateway of good health for your kids. And it continues to have different things on there. Now, like I said before, no matter what product or service you have, no matter what industry that you're in, you can still set up your sites and pages this way. Okay. So this is what we call this page that we're on right now. This is what we call a landing page. There's only one focus on this page. The only focus on this page is for people to purchase this activity bundle. If we notice on this page, is no header at the top, is no footer down here at the bottom. The only option that they have on this page is to purchase this activity bundle, and that's it, okay? Because we have eliminated the other distractions that were on the home page. So if we were going to run an ad, we would want to really make sure that we're sending people to landing pages like these. Okay. Yes, she has other services. Yes, she has other products, but we don't want to confuse people when we're pushing traffic to our page. Okay. All right, so these are the types. This type of landing page is called a sales page. And the first one that I showed you all is called a opt-in page. All right, because you're getting people to opt in by giving you their email address or phone number or whatever information you're collecting from them. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm so glad you signed up for this challenge, Kay. And another thing, tell me what type of service or products do you have? Like, what industry are you in? Tell me what industry you're in. So those are the types of sites and pages that you want to be directing people to, that have that main focus. All right. All right. Your website again, your corporate office online. You're gonna do your promotional campaigns and things like that. Send the traffic straight to your landing page and not the home page of your site. Now that I know, Kay, you asked me if you could create a landing page inside of Wix. That particular landing page that I just showed you was created inside of Wix. Now I know I told y'all before that I use Wix for the DFY side of my business for professional creations, and that's where we actually design sites, pages, content, video editing, and all of that stuff for people. Okay, but the Tech Queen side of my business, which is the DIY side, because this for my business minds that don't have time. Well, no, the DIY side is for my business minds that want to design it themselves, and the DFY time is called done for you. So that's my business minds that don't have time for all that. All right. Okay, so on those types of landing pages, we want to have one call to action, like I showed y'all with the activity bundle. All right, because you're going to get better conversion rates. You're going to get more people to take action on your sites and pages when you set up your landing page that way. Okay. All right, so another platform that's really good for landing pages is Lead Pages. Okay, they also do websites as well now, but like we said before, the area that they specialize in is landing pages. All right, now when you use Lead Pages and people sign up on your form, the form that I just showed you all inside of Wix. Now, Lead Pages will send that autoresponder for you, like how we just showed, how I just showed you the list of 15 dirty ingredients. They will send that for you, but they do not store your opt-ins. So you have to connect your Lead Pages account to an email marketing provider, whether you use MailChimp, whether you use Aweber, whether you use ConvertKit. Okay, you're going to need an email marketing provider in addition to your landing page software. Okay. All right. Because if you set up your lead pages, you set up your opt in landing page over there, and people go to opting in, and you don't have it connected to your email marketing provider, you're going to be messed up. Okay. Now they're gonna get their stuff if you got the autoresponder set up right, but you're not gonna have it's gonna be pointless because you are collecting their emails or their phone number, but you're not storing them and you don't have a sequence to continue to stay in contact with them. Okay. Another platform is ConvertTree. All right. ConvertTree will actually store all of your opt-ins for you. And another thing that I really like about them is that when you sell your products and services, whether they be digital products or whatever you have, they actually give you the option to do order bumps and upsells. Okay. So I think that that's a really, really important option because let's just say, for instance, if we go back to the activity bundle workbook landing page that I just showed y'all. So when people click to purchase, if you're not on a platform that allows you to do that, then they're going to pay that $35 for the activity workbook. bundle, and that's gonna be it. But if you're set up on a platform that allows you to do upsells and order bumps, then before they check out, they'll have an option where they can add to their order. So let's just say once they click to purchase the bundle, it might be a little check box right there, and next to it, it'll say, please add the um the 5-step nutrition guide or something like that to my order for only 17 extra dollars or something like that. So now they're able to check that box and it has bumped the order. Okay. So now they're going to get that in addition to the activity workbook, and they're also going to pay the extra $17 for it. Okay. So it works out good on both ends. So if your platform does not allow you to do that, then you're kind of missing out. But if you're just getting online, or you're not trying to do like an aggressive marketing campaign or something like that, or you already have your platform picked out and you're not planning on switching, then you'll just stick with what you have. Okay. Like I said again, I do use Wix for the DFY side of my business, and I use ConvertTree. I actually use ConvertTree for the DIY side, okay, for the Tech Queen side. All right, this is the side where we teach our business minds how to design their business online. Thank you so much for joining me today for the Design Online Challenge Day 2, where we're actually going. I know we haven't started talking about Google yet, but we're actually about to get into designing Google friendly sites and pages in just a second, okay? All right. So before we do that, I gotta let you know what platform, because it won't matter if we know about how to design Google friendly sites and pages if we don't have a website or a landing page, will it? That's kind of pointless. So that's why I want to break this stuff down first, and then we'll move on to that. Because I know some of you all might not even have your platform picked out yet, like somebody just said a minute ago in the comments. Okay. All right, so ConvertTree is also drag and drop. I know we just talked about order bumps and upsells and all of that, but ConvertTree is also drag and drop. And I think the reason why I like it is because, just like I'm a graphic designer, so I want stuff to be exactly where I want it to be, how I want it to look. I want to have full 110% design control. Okay, I don't want to put together something that I'm working on and then I can't really get it to do the way that I want it to do. So that's just something that I pay attention to, because I'm a graphic designer and I'm just weird like that. I just want my stuff to look how I want it to look. So that's one reason why I use ConvertTree. If you are not as tech savvy though, I would suggest Lead Pages, just for the simple fact that once you learn it and you get it set up, you're good to go. Okay. You don't have to worry about making sure that the mobile side is structured a certain way. You just set it up one time from the desktop view and it'll automatically just put the stuff where you want it to go. But if it's something where you're not happy with how it looks on mobile or something like that, then you just have to do some other adjustments on that end. Okay. All right, so like I said before, I have designed inside of Weebly, GoDaddy, Vistaprint, Entreport, ClickFunnels, and other platforms before, but we're not going to go over all of those today. Another thing, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of platforms that were created for particular things, when they start adding on new services that might not necessarily be what they specialize in. For example, with GoDaddy. Okay. They are the number one domain and hosting provider. Okay. Now they added on websites some years ago. So they, since it's related, they stepped over into providing websites as well. But even though I have designed over there before, I do notice some things that is not conducive to making sure that you get the best results. Okay. Like I tell y'all all the time, it's great. When I first started off my business, I'll be celebrating my 5-year anniversary in December. Yes, but when I first started my business, all I wanted to do was design pretty websites for people. That's all I wanted to do. Okay. But I had to realize that in order to get the people that choose me as their graphic designer the best results, I have to let them know exactly what needs to be set up on their sites and pages to get those best results. Okay. All right. So just because you have a platform that allows you to create a site and be online, it doesn't mean that you're going to get the best results from it. Okay. Remember how we talked about earlier with the we talked about Chick-fil-A being excellent with chicken and they stay in their lane. And then I also said that it just don't sit right in my spirit that we can go and get a rib from McDonald's. I don't want a rib sandwich from McDonald's. And I don't want a taco from Burger King. It just don't feel right. Okay? Same thing. All right. Okay, so moving right along, again, I do want to emphasize that no matter what platform you use, it is ways to manipulate it to make it look the way that you want to look, especially with programs like Canva and things like that. If you go in and size and structure stuff a certain way, but yeah, just be super careful, super cautious when you're picking what platform you want to use. We actually partner with Wix and ConvertTree, okay, to offer easy web hosting to our clients as well, especially the ones that are doing landing pages, because if they're just getting started online, they might not know exactly what platform to go to. So if we're designing for them, then we just go ahead and get them set up over there, okay? All right, and you're going to need, if you want to have an aggressive marketing campaign, you're definitely going to need an email marketing provider. I use ConvertKit. I used to use Mailchimp. Mailchimp is okay. A lot of people use Mailchimp. They've been around for a super long time, but when it comes to simplification, to me, ConvertKit is much better. Just the way that the whole layout is. It's way easier for people who are not as tech savvy to get in there and learn. Okay. All right. And that's what you're going to use to trigger your email sequences and things like that when people purchase from you or opt in on your landing page. All right. So now we can talk about, now that we got all that out the way, we had to get all of that out the way. Now we can talk about the part that I know you came here for. The title, the topic for today is creating Google friendly sites, pages, and content. Okay, so that's what we're about to get into. So get excited. Get excited. Y'all like my little bells and whistles I got on here? Hey. So we're about to jump into the part that you are here for. All right. So after you finish choosing your platform, after you finish designing your website, your landing page, whatever route you decide to take for your business, when you're done with that, okay, in order for us to have Google friendly sites, pages, and content, we want to make sure that we are setting up our SEO correctly. If you don't know what SEO is, it's basically short for search engine optimization. Okay. Google is a search engine, just like Bing, just like Yahoo, and some of the other ones that are not as popular anymore. Okay. Google is a search engine. All right. So basically, they're going to crawl your website and they're going to look at the keywords and the descriptions and the text that are on your sites and pages and things like that. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all again so I can show you how to. I think it'll just be easier for me to show y'all instead of telling y'all. Um, Let me see. I got another comment. Digital products, graphics. My daughter is in skincare, so I want to be able to help her page. Oh, you know what, Kay? Yeah. Okay. So I actually, before I started my graphic design company, me and my friend used to sell natural products. Okay. And this was around the time that I was getting into offering more digital products. And I don't do it anymore. It's a story behind that. And basically the story is that when I decided I wanted to design websites for people and I was still doing the natural we had natural products like we had scented shea butter. We had like 4 different scents, and we had this formula that we used to use. It had like shea butter, cocoa butter, grapeseed oil, and then we had like the scent that goes in there with it. It was all natural, and it was amazing. And then we also had like body scrub that we made with like coffee and sugar and different things like that. And then we had this right here, this essential. I still got some. I started back using it when the pandemic came. We were selling. Can y'all see that essential fusion oil? Okay, and this actually has it has thieves oil in it, which is an essential oil, and it also has, I believe, grapeseed oil in it. But basically, the thieves oil inside of it is really, really good for killing any type of virus and things like that. So that's why I started at using it after the pandemic. I'll put some like under my nose or on my upper lip. I'll put some on my son so that when we have our mask on, we're breathing in that. But yeah, anyway, so back to the story. So I was selling natural products and I created the website. The company name was Irresistible Reflections. I created the website, all of the cute little flyers and graphics. When I used to all the labels and stuff, whenever we would set up booths at different events, I would love to just decorate the table with all these pretty vines and flowers. I had even had like mini butterflies and birds and just I just enjoyed that part, like just creating it stuff and making it look pretty. So when it came down to restocking and making more of the products instead of whipping up the shea butter and the cocoa butter and putting the grapeseed oil in and packaging everything, I did not enjoy that part at all. I didn't enjoy that. And I knew that was just backwards because I was like, this is not what I'm passionate about. But it did through that, I was able to find out what I was passionate about. And that's this what I'm doing right now. Okay. So basically when I started getting into the digital products, that's actually the 15 list of the list of 15 dirty ingredients that I showed you. That was actually inspired by the digital product that I came out with for Irresistible Reflections. Okay. So we were doing natural products and we had a list of dirty ingredients. Okay. And what we would do is when we would go set up our booths at different places, we'll have the booth set up and then we had like this huge big bowl. It was like a big stainless steel bowl. It was huge. We had it set up on our table. We had a spray bottle of water and some paper towels. And we would talk to people as they were walking by and we would tell them, come try out our body scrub. So they would do like the body scrub on their hand. They would hold their hand over the bowl and we would scoop some in their hand and spray it down with the water bottle. And they would sit there and scrub and scrub and scrub. So they'll scrub, and while they're scrubbing, we're maybe spraying them if they need some more water, and we're talking to them, telling them that a lot of the products on the shelves at your different stores that you go to, they have certain chemicals in them that's there to make the shelf life longer. But a lot of those chemicals are what's causing cancer. A lot of those chemicals are what causes infertility. A lot of those chemicals are causing A, B, C, and D. And we would tell them that. And then they're still scrubbing. So we're telling them this. And then we spray their hands down and get them a paper towel. And we ask them how their hands feel. And everybody would purchase at least the body scrub, if not the body scrub and the butter from us after that. Okay. And I know I'm kind of taking a long time. Oh, you like graphics more? That's what's up. What I know you said you're into natural products, but what do you do on the graphics end while I'm finishing this long story up? But anyway, moral of the story, back to the point. I realized that I like doing the graphics more than actually um putting the product together. So that's what I decided to stick with. Okay. But yeah, when you're the digital product that we came up with for that was called, it was a list of dirty ingredients, and it listed all the dirty ingredients on there that you should check your labels for. And it listed it also listed what some of those chemicals cause. So it would tell you like some of the dirty ingredients that causes infertility, some of the dirty ingredients that causes cancer and things like that. So we actually had that set up. So to answer your question, something like a dirty ingredients list would be good for any type of company or industry that's dealing with health, especially if it's food, especially if it's exercise or something that's going to work for or against the end product or service that you have. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'll be a good way for you to help your daughter with her graphics for her skincare. Okay. Now I don't know if she's doing natural skincare or not, but hopefully that story that I shared will help you get some ideas of what you can do. Okay. So moving right along, the next thing that we're gonna jump into is I want to show you about setting up the SEO on your sites and pages so that you can really improve your visibility with the search engines, okay, with Google and the other search engines. Because, like I said before, they're going to crawl your site. So, we want the content on our sites and pages to be search friendly, okay? All right, so let me share my screen with y'all again. And I'm actually going to take you all to the home page of my actual website. This is on the back end. Remember, I told y'all earlier that my site is set up on Wix for my company, and then I use ConvertTree for my TechCoin site because that's more of an aggressive marketing campaign that we do over there because it's mainly all digital products. Okay, so I feel more comfortable aggressively promoting digital products versus products that actually require me or services that require me to have to lift a finger or work. Okay, so let's just say I'll use this for example. If I have a logo sale and 200 people purchase a logo from me during my logo sale, that means I'm about to be swamped because now I got to design 200 logos. Yeah, the sale went good, but now I'm going to have to work myself so hard to make sure that I deliver, right? But if I have a bundle, like how I showed you all the activity workbook bundle, if I was to have a bundle that came with the instructional video and a template, and maybe we would throw something else in there like a checklist or a guide or something on the best ways or best programs to use to design your logo. Okay, and then on the template, I would have some different logo templates that they can use or edit inside of Canva. And then on the instructional video, I would walk them through the checklist or the guide. And then I would also walk them through the template and the best practices in using it. Okay, so if I had that bundle and I promoted it and 200 people purchased it, Guess what? I just created some time freedom in my life and in my business. Because now, versus if they would have purchased 200 logos, I don't have to do anything. Okay, it's already set up, and that's another thing we going over in this challenge this week is making your online business easier to run. Okay, and that can be done with automation. All right. So on this page of my site, if we scroll down, let's just say that this image right here, if I right click on it, well, I don't even have to right click. If I go right here in the settings and we scroll down right here where it says what's in this image and it's telling me to tell Google. And if I look at the little tooltip right here, it says search engines and accessibility tools can't physically see your images, okay? But they can read the ALT text, okay? They can read the alt text. So we want to make sure that we add our descriptions and our keywords and our alternative text to our pictures, okay? So and so instead of just having the file name right here, I probably put graphic design since that's the type of company I have. So that way, when Google crawls my site, it'll know that that picture is related to that. And so if somebody is searching for that, then it gives my site a better chance of popping up more towards the top. Okay. And the exact same thing with your videos, especially if you're posting on YouTube, make sure that you set up your keywords and your tags and your descriptions. Don't just post your video and say, okay, it's there. Put your descriptions in there and put you about 5 keywords in there. Okay. So let's just say for me, if I'm a graphic designer and I'm uploading YouTube videos, let's just say this video I'm doing right here or something similar is on YouTube. The keywords that I would use would be maybe I would use lead pages because we talked about lead pages in this video. Maybe I would use websites, landing pages, email marketing, whatever it is that we talked about in that video. Okay, because when somebody searches for that information and Google is crawling to see where in the World Wide Web can they find it, they'll come across your keyword. Okay. And as you grow, it'll be easier for you to land at the top of search results. All right. So another thing that you want to do is you want to, after you finish designing your sites and pages, you want to make sure that you submit your site map. And this is a lot of things. This is one thing that a lot of people forget to do or may not even know about. Okay. Make sure that you submit your site map to your Google console. Okay. And if you need help doing that, then you can always go on my site and book a one-on-one session with me. My one-on-one sessions are an hour and they're only $127 right now. So basically, once you book it, we'll hop on the Zoom call. It'll automatically send you a Zoom link once you schedule the date and time. And then during that Zoom call, I'll be able to walk you through. So if you already have decided that you want to use Wix or WordPress or whatever you're using and you're stuck somewhere or you have a question, then I can actually walk you through step by step how to get unstuck or complete whatever it is that you're trying to complete. Okay. All right. So the last thing we just talked about submitting your site map to Google. So don't forget to do that, especially if you Google your business or your brand or yourself and your pages on your website pop up, but the information is not correct. Maybe the description is old and outdated. Maybe you've updated the description. I know I had one particular client when she would Google her site, it had, because she used to be affiliated with one company that she was working with, but she was no longer working with them. She changed it on her site, but Google wasn't picking up that change. So all she needed to do was just submit her site map to Google again, and then it would start showing the new information. Okay. All right. So that's that. And then the last thing, where's my phone? Hold on 1 second, y'all, because I want to show y'all something on my phone. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I had to go grab my phone real quick. But basically, so the last thing I want to show you all is your SEO image. Okay. So I'm going to go, if you ever shared a link in your text messages or on social media or inside of Messenger or even your DM on Instagram, a lot of times you'll notice like a little image that pops up under that. How many of you all have seen that? Let me look at the comments. Okay, on the Zoom call, do you give guidance? Say if I need help setting up. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll walk you through whatever it is that you need help with. So basically, once you schedule, and here I'll drop that link in the comment as well. But basically, I'll drop the direct link so you won't have to go search for it. And this is what we were just talking about earlier, sending people directly to where you want them to go. She just asked about the one-on-one session that I was just talking about that I have available. So instead of sending her straight to my website, I'm going to send her straight to the link to actually book it. So that way she won't have to dig around my website to try to find it. Okay. So yeah, so during the basically what's gonna happen is once you book, once you click the link, it's gonna ask you for the date and time that you're available or that you want to have the session. Okay, and it'll show you all the dates and times that I have available. And once you select the date and time, then it's going to ask you a few questions like your name, phone number, email address, probably how did you hear about us? What are you struggling with? How do you think we can help you? And then once you submit that information, it's going to go on to take the payment. And then once you pay, I'll get a notification. And that notification will tell me all of the information that you submitted, okay, the area that you're struggling in, your name and number. And another thing it's going to do is it's going to send you an email letting you know that your payment went through okay. Here's the details. This is the date and the time that you booked for. And then another thing that happens that I really like this because it helps me a lot is it's gonna sync it to my Google Calendar so that way I'll get notifications on my phone and it'll block off that date and time on my calendar so nobody else can book it there or I can't put anything else right there. So it's super helpful. And then it's also gonna send you a reminder as well. I think it sends you a reminder like 24 hours before. But yeah, definitely, if you want to schedule some one-on-one time with me, then we can walk you through setting up the landing page, and find out what platform is best for you. Okay. All right. So moving right along. Was that? Oh no, I grabbed my phone so I can show y'all something. That's what it was. Okay, so we just talked about Monica's site. So if I type in her link, which is johnnygreenstock.com, if I was to send that link to someone inside of Messenger, inside of Instagram, DM, inside of a text message or anything like that, this is the social share image that's going to pop up. Can y'all see that? Okay. That's the social share image that's going to pop up. And this can be easily created inside of the SEO settings on your sites and pages. I'll type mine in so we can see what comes up. And you can set these images for particular pages or just an overall image for your website. I believe, yeah, for my professional creation side of my website, no matter what link you put in, this is the image that's going to pop up. Okay. I wish I could see that better. But anyway, that's the image that pops up on mine. And you can easily customize these images inside of Canva before you add them to your sites and pages, okay? Let me see. Yeah, so you can easily go in and change them. So if you don't have one set up, it probably will just look like that. So make sure that you set it up inside of the SEO settings on your website, so that the correct titles and everything will pop up on Google. And then also, like the ones that I showed you that have the SEO image on there, people are more likely to click on that than they are, just a plain link. I'm sorry, can I repeat what? Okay. I just saw your message. I'm not sure what you want me to repeat, but we are actually about to wrap up for day 2. We went over a lot of information today. I really hope it was helpful. I really hope it was helpful to you all. Again, if you ever need any extra help designing your business online, if you're one of my DIY business minds, then you can click the link that I dropped in the comments today and you can go and sign up for a one-on-one session with me. We'll hop on Zoom. I'll let you share your screen and you can show me what you're working with and I'll walk you through it. If you are one of my business minds that just don't have time to be trying to figure out what platform you need, if you really have no desire to design your own content, your own graphics, you have no desire to set up your SEO, you're like, you know what, that ain't for me. This is what I do. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I just need an expert graphic designer that I trust and know that they know what they're doing to help me in that area, so I can focus on what's important to me, so I can focus on what's bringing in money for my business. If that's you, if you one of my business minds and I got time for that, then you can always schedule a phone consultation with me. We offer all of the services that you need to get your business set up online. Inside of Canva, you can create those SEO images that the ones I was just showing you on my phone. You can create and size them inside of Canva. Let me see, can I show y'all another one real quick before we get off of here? Yeah, but you can definitely create and size those inside of Canva. Okay, well, here's one. I showed you all this landing page yesterday for Accelerate 180. But have you seen those links before? When you share a link with someone, have you seen those images before? Or sometimes it just won't be anything there. This is the one for the landing page I showed y'all yesterday for Accelerate 180. I know it might be a little blurry. And then let me see, it was another one. Yeah, but you just create them inside of Canva and then you go and upload them into your SEO settings on your website. And if you want to have like a different one for a different page or something like that, then you can upload it to that particular page's SEO. Yeah. Okay, so again, I hope I was able to help some of you all today. The Design Online Challenge is all about helping my business minds design their businesses online. If you have not signed up yet, make sure that you text the number at the bottom of the screen so that you can get access to the same resources that I'm sharing with this community of business minds. Also, if you are just coming in or you missed any of the information we shared, shout out to my replay viewers. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Courtney Woods, also Tech Queen 88. I'm an expert graphic designer. I absolutely love what I do. I spend my time helping my business minds design their businesses online, which is exactly why I'm here today. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And tomorrow we're gonna be going. day 3 of the Design Online Challenge. So if you would like to join us tomorrow, make sure that you text the number and sign up, or you can go over to bit.ly/TechQueen88. Again, that's bit.ly/TechQueen88, and you can click to sign up for the Design Online Challenge from there. Okay. Um, Real quick before I go, let me see. Let me show you all what we're going to be going over the rest of this week, because I know this is day 2. So let's just make sure. So when you go to the Design Online check you to this page, it has the Design Online Challenge at the top, and then it has a video playing. You can listen to it if you take it off mute from there. And then you'll just fill out this form. And once you fill out the form with your email and name, it's going to pop you right into the group. Okay, it's going to take you straight to the group. It's not going to take you anywhere else, because we want to make sure that you make it in there. Okay. All right. You'll also get an email with the link, but we just want to make sure you get straight to the group. So anyway, day 1, we went over creating brand elements visitors can relate to online. Day 2, keys to designing Google-friendly sites and pages. Day 3, we'll be going over collecting and protecting your visitors' information and your brand. Okay, we just talked about the payment forms today, and we also talked about the opt-in pages where you're collecting people's information. You want to make sure that you are also protecting people's information or outsourcing that. All right. Day 4, we're going to go over design and pricing tiers for more and bigger deposits. In day 5, we're going to go over preparing your business to handle increase online. Okay. All right. So I hope y'all ready. The Design Online Challenge. And what's today? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. And we'll definitely be back tomorrow. So I got to hop on another phone consultation. So enjoy it, you guys. I hope that the information I shared was helpful, and I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, business minds, positive vibes, love what you do it with love. Bye, you guys. Bye.